the first on.
As long as we've been sitting here, I just now happened to look over and I saw a blue tag that says stream this to my audience. And I can't believe I waited this long.
And while you're at it doing that, like you say, cleaning out your furnace, air filters, don't forget about your dryer vents.
Oh,
It's always
Exactly.
another one.
yeah.
Well, Grace Johnson just posted that.
Yeah,
Yep.
they have those little hook things that you can reach down up under there.
Hmm.
Those, and you'd be surprised how much stuff you can pull out of there.
No, I
Especially if
wouldn't.
you have pets.
In my dryer, I'd probably pull out a possum.
Oh
Well,
man.
We did have big cats
the
around
the
here.
duct cleaners don't do that, and that really sound weird, duct cleaners, but um, that's an actual furnace issue. That's where they have to. Um, they take the blower out, and there's all kinds of other stuff they have to take out to get to that to clean that out. And like I said, that's just certain furnaces are that way. The newer ones are really well. You can go watch some videos of people cleaning out their furnaces and stuff.
Mhm.
There's a ton of them. When I first got this place, um, I never worked on one, and I don't go in. Oh, I got to call somebody. I just go down there and fiddle with something until I figure something out. And I sit there and watch stages because gas comes in, and what happens when the gas comes in? It has to do something first, and that would be ignition. So I try to find out. My first thing was I was looking all over for a dang pilot light and never found one. And they have a big glow stick that goes in, and I never worked on one of these, and I learned stuff as I went, and some of it cost me some money. One of the things is when you replace these glow sticks, you can't touch it with your fingers. If you touch it, it automatically goes bad because
Mhm.
the oils from your skin,
Yep.
when that when it ignites, it'll break that little spot, and then you'll have to go back and get another one.
Yep.
Uh, yeah, I was talking about your feet.
If you changing out them type of bulbs, put rubber gloves on.
Well, you actually can't touch it with anything. They have a little
Really?
yeah, they tell you don't touch it with anything. They have a little thing protective thing that's on it. You pull that out, and then you have to guide it through this little hole, and then put a couple screws in there, and then
Hmm.
go from there. But that's why I said that's how I learned. It cost me at that time it was $19. Now it'd probably be about $70. Um, just for that glow thing. And then as soon as I hooked it up, um, the furnace, I clicked the furnace on and waited, and I found this little window, and then as soon as it clicked, you see a big old glow. Then it ignited, and I had gas, or I had heat.
Walking up country, if you got toe jam, it ain't no way I'm drinking coffee out of one of your socks. I don't care who you are.
Yeah, I was saying you need to get you some steel boots. That way, if you drop anything on your foot, then you'll be safe.
Unless it weighs about a half a ton.
Yeah. Well,
The thing
some
is-
of them boards there that they're lifting up is pretty good weight on them, because those are not boards you get from the store or anything.
Oh,
Those
they
are all,
cutting their own boards.
yeah, they mill
Oh.
their own wood and everything. That
oh,
Really?
wow.
yeah.
What's the name
That's
of your
awesome.
channel? I love watching stuff like that.
Well, it's both of them. They both have channels. I'll go ahead and let me find the links real
Was
quick.
that your guest from the other week?
Yeah, I want to have them both up here.
Was that in Iowa?
One night. Idaho.
Idaho. Okay, here we go.
I ain't even going there with that
Shut up,
one.
Jeff.
I knew it was one of the guys.
I'm leaving that alone. But now,
But that particular state's a beautiful state.
Oh yeah. Okay. There's one channel. I'm very slow at this right now.
well, good, because I'm slower at trying to download it.
You running
Okay.
on
I have to
2G?
bring up another window over here.
Now, cause we can farm or whatever, you just got a new subscriber.
And here's the other one.
Wait a minute, give me time here. My God, please. You okay. No, I don't want to report nobody. Y'all want to report myself for not doing it right.
Yeah, you could say in Wyoming. I can't stand the majority of Wyoming because it's just a flat nothingness. But if you go a little bit further west, northwest, it's beautiful out there.
Okay, walking up country, you also got another subscriber.
I got you. It's the other one. I guess I could have labeled it too, huh? But the links are there. At least we got that far.
Grace Johnson, very funny. Hardy har har. But you're right. Especially if I got a fishing pole in my hand. Excuse me. If I got a fishing rod and I'm sitting over there by the fishing hole, I'm definitely easily entertained.
And I'll give you something else.
It's over yonder.
They probably they let it slip this time. One of them during a live wasn't wearing pants.
You mean she was wearing a damn dress as cold as it was?
Okay, I admit I don't have on pants. You got me.
Y'all really don't want me to turn my camera on and stand up.
No.
Because the PJs I'm wearing now, I take 2 steps and they fall to my ankles.
You know, an interesting fact about Idaho, it contains a place called Hell's Canyon that's actually deeper than the Grand Canyon. And there's also a point called Heaven's Gate where you could see 4 states at the top of the bluff.
Now, I have heard that.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Well, where you should see where they mill their wood and stuff. You can see from way out there, you can see lakes that it's probably 30, 40 miles away, it looks like.
Oh, yeah, nice.
Dude, you show me, unless it's heavily armed, you show me a pond or lake that's got fish in it, I'm fishing it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, legal or illegal, I'm going to fish it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and places up there you can actually get good salmon too.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever ate salmon. I may be wrong.
Really?
I think
You never had salmon patties?
not. I don't really care for them.
Salmon
Oh.
is some of the best fish there is.
Or if you want to be la-di-da, it's salmon croquettes.
Well, who corrected you on that one? Because I know I damn sure didn't.
I just was throwing it out there. You know, some
Oh,
people might be like, "What is a salmon patty?"
Hey, I got a question. Susie D wants to know where's What Life.
In Georgia.
I'm in Georgia.
He's right there.
I'm right here.
How have you not fished that thing yet? Oh man. Well, I know why, because you guys are working all the dang time.
You know where to get dinner.
Yeah, well, one day it's like 120 degrees, and the next day you can't see because the smoke in the air.
Hey, wait a minute.
When they were going there live, huh?
I was asking B. Charming, is rock bass about the same as a tree bass?
It's like a bluegill type with a bigger mouth. Rock
Pretty
bass.
much.
You
Damn.
get them in streams and stuff mostly.
You mean rock bass is female bass? You said it's got a big
No.
mouth.
Well, the male and the female are the same, so yeah.
No, you said it had a big mouth. Here comes the paint.
Send all hate mail to Jeff at gmail.com.
I've never had fresh salmon, but I bet that would be a treat.
Oh, that's good.
Wait a minute. Clon Fire,
If you
y'all
get-
in Washington?
If you get lucky, you can get the roe too.
Oh, that'd be a treat.
Some
Never-
don't like it, but yeah.
I've never had caviar, but I'd try it.
B. Charman knows what I'm talking about when I say tree bass.
I don't know.
What Life? You don't know what a tree bass is?
Is that a squirrel?
No, you know when you go fishing and you know how your hooks always get tangled up in a tree or something like that. I call
Yeah.
that a tree bass.
Yeah, I've caught a few of them in my day.
Yep. Catfish is the best fighting fish.
Yeah,
Wow.
how's your smoke up there now? That sounds weird. How's your smoke up there?
But
The
I've got-
video it looks pretty clear, but
When do these ladies go live is what I want to know.
they have different ones. I think they go live tomorrow and Thursday. I'm not 100% sure.
I'm really gonna have to check them out because they're telling me in chat that they will make me laugh.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Huh.
Yeah, Tuesday night. Oops, Tuesday night. There we go.
Pronounce her name, please.
It's just how it looks, cause we can farms.
Because we can.
Okay. I'm leaving that one alone. I thought it was saying clutch we can.
and Susie D, these are raw too is the way. There's
Raw
some
fish
people that
eggs.
actually cook them too, but you just reach in there and they pop a little bit in your mouth too, so you got to be ready for that.
I'd try it. I don't know if I'd like it, but I'd try it at least once.
I have tried it, and that's as far as it got.
Well, there's some that you don't want to. Some are
Heather-
very bad.
Heather is her name. Which one is Heather? Cause?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going on Tuesday. Damn, your spelling is about as good as mine. You must be voice texting. Mine ain't got used to the southern slang. So you must have my southern accent up there in the north. You want to trade?
Well, I don't know if both of them are from Texas, but I know Heather's from Texas. Yeah, I can't remember if both of them are from Texas.
Wait a minute. What's Susie do getting in a wad?
I think they're still talking about the fish eggs.
Oh, the fish eggs or the coffee sock?
and actually salmon eggs are good for fishing too.
Yeah, now I've heard that.
Yeah.
But I'm not going after the salmon eggs. They got teeth.
Yeah, the Russian, that's from sturgeon, I think, isn't it?
Think
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a special breed of sturgeon or something.
Yeah.
The only way you're going to get me to eat caviar is put a gun to my head. And I doubt I would do it then.
Like a lot of strange foods, it's like, who was the first person that said, let's try this?
Oh, so it is.
Just like the egg coming out the back end of a chicken. What person has said in life, let's try this and see how it tastes?
Yeah.
Okay, that's how they do it. It's every Tuesday they have a live, and
okay,
on one channel, and then next week it'll be the other channel.
Well, whose channel is it going to be tomorrow?
I'm not sure.
Now the more I think about that, the more I like her name, Cause We Can.
Yeah.
Took you a few minutes, but it's growing on you.
Yeah, it is. Just like my southern hospitality.
And just like I was saying about the heater, I just went down there and started fixing it and didn't know, but I learned real quick, and that's what they're doing up there. They're building a big old barn up there.
Nice. Definitely learn a lot in a process like that. That's for sure, and not just all about building.
There you go. Waking Up Country is tomorrow.
Okay. I need to get my glasses checked because Waking Up Country, when I first saw that, I thought it was saying Walking Up Country. And I had to sit there and spell waking and walk. We are old ladies. Bullshit. I don't want to hear that crap. I bet y'all ain't no older than I am.
Well, one just had a birthday.
I'm 105. How old are you?
Dude. If I could live to 105 and still have a sane mind, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, that's the thing. If you're able to get up and do stuff and not act like our president, then that'd be a good thing.
Truthfully, I don't know if I'd want to live to be 105 the way this world has got now within the 62 years I've been in it. And think about it, it's going to get a lot worse.
Well, I don't look at it that way. I look at it as if I can pass some knowledge on why I'm still here, as long as
how in the Sam heck are you going to pass knowledge on to these here woke people?
not all of them are that way. There are people coming around.
I'm not woke.
It's proven on the thing, the TikTok thing, that there are younger people coming over because they're getting unwoke, I guess you can call it. But like I said, that
I would love
there are
to
people
get
coming over because the new thing now. I'm going to try to.
I would love to get on.
I'm going to try to get this out and
All
be
right,
safe
look,
about it.
look.
There's a thing going on right now where we have corruptness going on in the White House, and now we have somebody that they're trying to stick in jail that has nothing to do with them, and he did a speech and used a word that rhymes with another bad word, and they're trying to say that now his words, even if it rhymes with the bad word, he is being a bad person, and it starts with an R. That's all I'm going to say about it. It's you gotta, and anything that bad happens, we gotta move it over to this guy.
Yeah.
So we don't see the bad stuff going on over here.
And waking up
Yeah,
country, she is a reformed woker. I would love to see videos of woke people that are smart. That would tickle me to death because everyone I've seen so far, they flat out stupid. I'm sorry. Y'all can take it any way you want, and yes, I said it.
Well,
I don't know
say
if
that
they
word,
want
'cause I don't
to
like
get
that word.
paid.
But,
What?
well, it's just like I was saying today, is when we back in the day when we went to school and stuff, we learned, we learned how to do cursive. We learned how many states there was, the capital of every state, the state bird, all this stuff. When we went to work, we actually had to think and give out change. We didn't have a computer telling us to do this. We had to count the money out. Now everything is on a computer screen. It's done for them, so they don't know all this stuff. And I don't want to say that they're unintelligent or whatnot, because they didn't grow up the way we did. They grew up one way where everything is shown to them.
Instant.
It's instant. It's on the stupid little thing here. Anytime they want to know something, hey Google, what is this? And I don't think it's everybody's IQ dropped by 200 because of the internet. You know what I mean? Yeah, and look at the schools. What are the? We used to be way up in education. Now we're way down. Even look at our lunches. Our lunches are so bad that I'm surprised they get any nutrition at all.
Yeah.
I got
they had a thing
you
that we're
backstage at our school.
that we're being compared to third world lunches for our kids in school. That says it all right there. Just the food.
Have you seen the junk that they serving the kids in school?
Yeah.
I wouldn't let my dog eat that stuff.
I wouldn't. If I had kids now, they wouldn't be going to school. They'd be all homeschooled now.
Now, I will admit, when I was in school, way back yonder in the 1700s,
Yeah.
we did have some food that wasn't fit to eat, but a lot of it people loved going to lunches because we had
Oh,
the
yeah.
little pizzas, we had the brownies. You know, we loved that stuff back then. I
Uh-huh.
can't even think. From the videos I've seen here in the last 5 years, there's nothing a school serves that is even appetizing, in my opinion. Now, I want to give the school the benefit of the doubt and say they do serve some decent lunches, and what they show are the bad stuff. But show some of the good stuff. You know, post some good meals that y'all serve, and don't put it down as mystery meat.
Yeah, that's good. Great, Heather. That I wish I have a bunch of grandkids, and majority of them are going to be homeschooled from what I've gathered so far. My youngest daughter has already started with it, and just just the fact that what they're trying to teach them instead of what needs to be taught, nothing that they should be worried about now. Trying to figure ways of saying that.
Instead of educating, they're re-educating.
Yeah, everybody already knows the stuff
Yeah.
that they're.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous, and that's what I was getting at in that video today. Was it's a total different thing. There was a study out that on males. When I was a certain age, 16, 17, there's only one thing. Well, there was a couple things, but first was get a car so you could get a girlfriend.
Uh-huh.
So, but now they don't want to drive. And this is the male. This is the male version of the generation now. They don't want to drive. You nowadays, when you see somebody playing music and whatnot, you look over and it's usually a female, and the boyfriend is in the passenger seat. It's totally flip flop from what it used to be, because it used to be that was the thing. The male picked you up and you went out and date and stuff. I don't have anything wrong with, a girl taking you out and whatnot, but the majority of the time it was always the male that,
You're
when
right.
you got out your car, you went to the other side, you opened the door, you let her out, you pulled seats open and
Yeah.
for her to sit down. You don't see any of that stuff anymore.
Chivalry's a lost art.
Yeah, I'll watch these shows of these dating things, and you'll see them going in at the same time, and she'll open the door for him, and I'm like, what is this?
I always hold the door.
Yeah, it's
Sniffer, no, I did not. But I've got, let me intervene with something. It's like coming up, if I invited somebody out to eat, as the inviter, I always paid. There was never no Dutch this, Dutch that, and there wasn't no, what do I want to say? I was not expecting nothing in return if I paid for it. Plain and simple. And still today, if I mention, well, let's go get something to eat or let's go have coffee or something like that, I brought it up. I pay for it. Like that. That's the way I was brought up. And now, it's like, it's Dutch. You pay half, I pay half. That's BS.
Yeah, there we go, right there.
And I know we kind of touch on it a lot, but when you've got a strong structure, no matter how strong it is, and you remove a critical piece from that structure, it diminishes over time.
Yes, it
when
does.
when you take away the family structure or the father in the home, now we're seeing generations of the side effects from that. You know what I mean? That's my opinion, but I think that's kind of, it all ties together to that.
Yeah, and
Well,
my daughter, well, her husband now. I didn't like him at first because he wasn't. I'm not saying he was like manly and everything, but my daughter knows how to change oil. She knows how to change a tire. She knows how to work on a vehicle. He doesn't know. He goes to a shop and gets it done. Now, I try not to hold that against him and stuff, but my time was different. Men worked on the cars and stuff. They changed their tire. I'm not saying a woman can't do that, because I taught my daughter to do that herself in case there's no man around or a man that doesn't know how to work on a vehicle. But I'll give him this. He provides for my daughter and my granddaughter, and she's happy, and that's all I care about. And I told him this, and I said, and sometimes I come off as, what, you don't know how to do, because to me, I know how, I may not know how to do that thing, but I'm still going to do it. I'm not going to say, oh, I can't do it, I'm going to go call somebody to get it fixed. And that's just the way I grew up that way. I had to fix everything myself, or I had to do everything myself.
Well,
it's hard for me not to see that in a son-in-law. I'll put it that way, because he is my son-in-law.
well, now, before I let my daughter get her license, she had to learn how to change a tire by herself. She had to learn how to change the oil by herself. She had to learn how to put in plugs, wires, and so forth like that. The basics before I'd let her get her license. And the man that she married now, he's always been good on cars. Okay.
Oh, that's
After she met him, they got a 85 Fox body. Okay. It was a straight drive. If the starter didn't start, she knew how to start the car, like that. And she is, I'm not saying there's women that can't do it, but my daughter was probably one of the few women that I've seen that could get out there and overhaul that motor by herself without no help.
That's what
you don't
really,
see.
That's what really got me because my daughter wanted to play football, tackle football. And I said, okay. And I said, well, we'll go get you signed up. We went to go get signed up, and they said, she can't play. And I said, why can't she play? And she's a girl. And I said, what difference does that make? And he said, well, we don't have girls play football. And I said, why not? And I said, is there a rule against her playing? No, we have to allow both to play. And I said, well, then why can't she play? Well, you have to sign papers. And I said, well, do the boys have to sign papers? No. And I said, well, then she shouldn't have to. And then I finally got them to allow her to play. And believe it or not, I got more people booing and saying how bad of a parent I was and stuff. It was the women. It wasn't the guys that were complaining about her playing. It was the women. And I was like, how is that possible? That doesn't make sense. You would think females would stick together and say, yeah, go, but
Yeah.
they thought, oh, you're a horrible dad. You're going to let her get hurt and play with a bunch of other boys and whatnot. And I said, no, if she wants to do something, I want her to put in her mind that she can do anything she wants to do. I don't want to say, oh, you're a girl, you can't do that. No, you want them to grow up thinking they can do anything they want. That's the whole point of it. And majority of them, booed and hollered, and she got out there and played a whole year, never quit. And then she said, I'm done. I don't want to play football anymore. And I said, okay. And then she went off to play volleyball.
Now, who was it? B. Charming. She posted, ladies, look at his fingernails. If they look better than yours, curb him. I can't say nothing to that one, okay?
Well, that's a thing now. You see that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it might have always been a thing, but it seems like it's more prevalent.
Well, it used to be. Well, I should say the males would have. Well, if you're in the 80s rock, you would have the black fingernails, but they weren't long and they weren't pink.
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. I'll give you that one. And before my mouth gets running faster than my brain, I'm going to leave that alone.
I always wonder what that meant. I don't know. Like you'll see some people with their fingernails painted black. I don't know.
Well, after the heavy metal bit, there used to be grunge, which was the black fingernail polish too. But I never had time to sit there and paint my fingernails.
I think now the thing they call it's like being emo.
Oh yeah, there was emo too. Yeah, I remember emo.
If my fingernails was black, it was because it was burnt motor oil on it.
Or you was bad with a hammer.
Yeah, really. I had 10 tries to get that one nail, huh?
Man. I did that before. Not 10 tries, but whew, it'll definitely wake you up.
Oh, God. And this is from experience. Never, ever start on a full swing with a corrugated hammer. You can mess up every time.
Yeah, most of the time, my under nails are painted. It's called dirt.
I thought you were going to say your underwear.
No, under nails. Underneath your nails.
Yeah, but you paused after under, and I thought, oh, hell, not underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when that used to be a thing to where you could you would see or shake somebody's hand. You could tell if they worked or not.
Bushcraft.
You worked in the office.
Yep.
Bushcraft. You see what Agent J posted?
Yeah.
I bet there's a story behind that one.
You should see my my comment sections where
Hmm.
the held for section, there's probably a good 150 messages in there because I made that little short.
Wildlife.
Yes, sir.
Can you get John Boy and Billy in your area?
Oh yeah, them guys are funny.
They are. Quite a few years ago, there was a woman on there. She was raising Cain. T-Mortal
Hey,
Hell.
Jim.
What? That she thought all these here deer crossing signs needed to be moved because she thought that was the only place the deers could cross. She did not understand why they was there. And she swore up and down the government was putting them there just that was the only place the deer could cross.
Oh man, I believe it. I believe it.
But Lord have mercy.
I guess that'd be about as bad as the blonde going to Florida and seeing the sign Disney left and she goes home.
Yeah. Man, don't get me started with blondes. I've been having a good run here lately.
Okay, here's another one of these.
What the hell? Ow! That hurts. 2, 3. Hey! That was very nice.
Ooh.
Is that a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Mommy, I just took a shower. What the heck is your problem?
I'm gonna crack mine, ready?
Ooh.
Crazy, he just took a bath.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
All right. Now, second thing we need
Oh.
Oh man.
I like that very first one. What the hell?
It's
Oh.
amazing how those trends go.
Yeah.
It started with the husbands. They hit the husband in the head. Now it's to the kids.
I wonder when the wives is going to be on the receiving end.
I don't know. There's been a couple of them, but not much.
It's like
What
that
is-
show kids say the darndest things.
Oh, I did find this. Jeff decided he didn't want to cook anymore.
Mm-mm.
Oh wow.
That's a normal day. Holy crap.
Oh. Wow.
I'm not
Was
going
all
after
of
that
that.
pot.
Mm-mm.
Uh-oh, Jeff.
Grace Johnson already saying she's getting that, but she's bringing out the pink duct tape. Here we
Yeah.
go.
Uh-oh.
Say what you done started.
I was talking about Florida.
Yeah, but you used the word blonde, and that was the key word for me. I don't mind the pink duct tape as long as the whips and the feathers come out.
All right, here's another. Got to do the eggs again.
Oh,
I love you. I love you.
love you.
Big.
the hell?
Your help, Jill.
What?
Let me crack this egg.
Oh, I like that little girl already.
Hey.
Okay, ready?
Alright, so we're gonna make that one.
My daughter would have laughed.
That wasn't on me.
Mister,
Hey! That wasn't very nice. That wasn't very nice. Can I do it to you?
You hear that laugh, and she's got to wind that one up before she lets it out.
Yeah.
Mm.
I don't know what it is about watching somebody get hit in the head. And the thing is, there were homegrown eggs in there. Those are hard
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
because you can tell the difference whenever, because most of the time the white eggs exploded when they hit them in the head. The homegrown ones go make a big old thunk.
Yeah, they do.
Mm. It's crazy how stuff goes viral like that.
Yeah, at least they're not eating
Holy
Tide
cow.
Pods.
It's 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I was going to call it
It
here
ain't that.
at 10
My
o'clock.
medicine. My medicine.
Oh,
I'm about an hour late.
They need to
Uh-oh.
do the ostrich egg challenge now.
oh man.
I would love to see that.
Because ostrich shells are a lot thicker than, like chicken eggs,
Oh,
even
yeah.
homegrown.
Yeah.
Good night, Heather. Thanks for coming on by.
I'm glad you got to see me for the first time.
Good night.
Oh,
Yep. See you tomorrow.
wait a minute. They live in Idaho.
Yep.
They just now going to bed. Damn, it's still daylight out there. Ain't they got power?
They're off grid.
Okay, that's the reason
But they got solar though. But those working women, they work all day. Well, they work in the morning and then go inside where it's cool and then come back out when it's cooler.
Grace, we can make them
Way to
work.
do it.
Yeah. Oh, Grace said, I've got chicken feathers. Will they work?
Says
Yeah.
an ostrich egg is 10 times thicker than a normal chicken egg.
My God.
Which kind of chicken egg though?
It says it said the average chicken egg is 0.30 millimeters thick, and an average ostrich egg is 3.30 millimeters thick.
What the hell? Agent J, his electric bill was $1,115.
Goodness.
That's Arizona.
Dude, I'd pull every damn fuse and thing out of my damn house for that price.
No, you wouldn't.
The hell I wouldn't.
You'd be laying in the ground like this, 115, 120 degrees.
Mm.
My ass is to be done moved. And look, I raised Cain last month because our light bill jumped up. This month, my wife has been watching the same TV that I'm on, and we only got one light on. And damn, it was higher this month than it was last month.
Which everybody should do this. Go around and shut everything out. Pull out all the chargers and all that stuff, and then go outside and look at your meter and see if it's running.
Now, y'all do know, or y'all have heard the term vampire appliances, trust me. If you're not using it, unplug it.
Well, there's some things you need, but yeah.
Yeah.
And TJ, that's higher than mine.
Mine was $86 last month.
You asshole. I don't want to hear it. Everybody else is 200-300 and yours is 86. No.
Well, I know our rates here in Georgia went up, but that's only because they misappropriated the stuff. So now you know how that goes. We got to pay
All
the
I
bill.
got to say is thank you, Mr. Biden ass. We appreciate it. We really do. I wish voting season was tomorrow.
Yeah, how'd that work out last time?
Yeah, I don't even want to go there.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird if you think about it because it's coming up next year, correct? But
No, I don't
usually,
Yeah, next November.
but usually, we've heard some type of hype. There's been some type of debate, some type of something by now. You haven't heard anything about it.
356. That's in North California.
Hmm.
Her average is 235.
That ain't too bad. Guess it just depends on what you're cooling or what you're doing, I guess.
Yeah, my water bill went up. I was like, wait a minute. I didn't use any more water this year or this month than I did last month. Why did it go up?
How many broken pipes have y'all had in your city?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think everybody's went up for a month. It went back down all of a sudden. I'm like, yeah.
Hmm.
And the thing that sucks,
How in the world is your electric bill $37?
Who said that?
Jenny.
it could
Forrest
be.
Gump's girlfriend.
I don't know.
She's got to have solar panels.
Water bill is 145 for 2. That's not bad.
No.
Yeah, mine last month was 91, but they count sewer and trash with that too.
Okay.
Yeah. Same here.
This month it was 71, which is still higher than it usually is.
That's usually most people's cheapest bill is the water bill.
Yeah.
If you got city water.
Now, San Francisco.
Now my
What is that? What? Look, I can't pronounce your last name, but why San Francisco? Is that where you from? Is that where you're at now? And she's on my channel. I mean,
sewer and trash is separate, huh? No, my
yeah,
gas
my
bill,
trash. I throw it on back and take it.
my gas bill, I pay $85 every month, even if I don't use gas. That
Dude,
way, when winter time comes, it pays for the high months. When
Ours
it goes up to
jumped
$400
up
and $500.
from $140 a month to $172 a month.
What was that?
Our gas, we own propane, but we own something like where we pay it, every month.
Is your hot water heater gas?
No, hell no. I mean, there's times I wished it was, but no.
I got you.
The only thing on gas is our heating. That's it. My water goes 6 weeks, $260. But you see, I mean, even before all this, my
Trash
wife's still
36,
using no light.
52 for sewer.
86, $88. Is that a month? My well pump is 21 years old now. If I was you, I'd go ahead and buy another one and have it in stock.
Yeah, them
$14.
things are expensive. I remember back in this was in the 90s. I put a well and it was $240.
When we bought our last land, our well was 390 some feet or 490 some feet. I had to have you can get it like a half horsepower, 3/4, or a full horsepower. I ended up going the full horsepower because it was so far in the ground and everything. To have it dug and everything, we're talking 95, I believe it was, 1995. It costed me $3,000
For a pump?
to have a well dug plus the pump.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was going to say that's a real
Expensive.
I was really complaining back then, and I got a deal on mine, and ours was 70, almost 80 feet deep. The actual pump was that deep, and I tell you, that thing was heavy. I did it by hand.
Yeah.
I found out that you don't do those by hand. You have tow truck or something pull it up because it's too much weight. Which,
Yeah.
oh my! The next day I could barely lift my arms.
Let me tell you,
Now,
the second time I pulled my well, the first time I done it by hand, and that was the one that was almost 400 feet. Okay. I done it by hand the first time. The second time I took me 2 sawhorses and a round pipe and put it between the sawhorses and hooked that pipe up to the truck and went down the road with it.
yeah, I don't know how you do 400 feet of it because 50 feet is almost 200 pounds.
It was me and somebody else
Oh,
that done it, but we did do it.
yeah, they said 50 feet is because unless you're lucky and there's no water in it, then you just got the weight of all the pipe and
Right.
the pump.
Yep.
But if it has the water, the 50 feet is 200 pounds.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold it. I'm just gonna say San Francisco. She posted, have a well out here but water is brown, whether you get it from the well or the county. You can check your water if you own city or county. I don't know, drinking brown water? That don't sound right.
Well, there's a lot of places like that, though.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
The well I have right now in my backyard is 20 feet. No, hell, it ain't that damn far because we've got 4. Let's see, what am I got? We have 4 turquoise pipe, I think, which is 4 foot a piece. And then there's about 3 or 4 foot below the ground, that's the well. You know, the water right there. So 3 of them is sticking out of the ground. So from the top of the ground to the top of the water is what, 4 or 5 feet. And from the top of the water to the bottom, believe it or not, is 150 some feet.
How many phones you got, Grace? $262 for your phone? Or is that your internet too?
Sandy,
Speaking of-
you have a good one, lady.
Speaking of water, it's World Water Week this week.
World of Water Week?
World Water Week.
Oh, World Water Week.
They need to share then.
They've got they even got a theme. The theme for this year is Seeds of Change, Innovate Solutions for a Water-Wise World. That is their theme for this year.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Yeah, I was looking at this. As in hand dug, do you mean you drove the pipes down in, or did you actually dig it all out? That's
There is, the pipe is, let's say, sitting on the ground. From the bottom of the pipe to the top of the water, there is nothing.
no, I was talking about them, not you, Jeff.
Oh.
Because they said they hand dug those, and I want to know if it was because there is a pipe that you pound in.
Yeah.
You first dig a hole that's about 4 feet deep, when you start banging pipe down there, thread it in,
Yeah.
bang another one in there.
That's a job.
Oh yeah.
I've seen people do it.
This one, the one in my backyard, hell, I'd probably throw a damn full-grown cow in it. That's how big it is.
What, your swimming pool?
Damn near. I would say the one in my backyard is hand dug because there is no pipe down there.
Oh, that's for your cable and landline. Okay.
Damn, get rid of your landline and your phone bill done dropped by 70%.
I remember when the internet was first a thing, we used to get dial up for
Oh, that-
$7.99.
Uh-huh. Do you remember when you'd get CDs? Here, try this, and for so many months free.
Yeah,
And
the AOL discs.
well, see, what I'd done is I would save up 4 or 5 of the discs before I would do it. And then when one run out, I'd call the other one up and, go through like that right there and then start all over again.
Yeah. If you've ever used dial-up, you'll never forget that sound.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, when I was playing online games for tournaments and stuff on dial up. And I would have people complaining that they couldn't hit me because I would zoom all over the place. 1 second I'd be here and then I'd be way down there, and I'm like, where'd you go? I can't hit you. He's cheating. Nope, that's my connection.
I'll be back in a minute. I got to take a shot.
Yes, it's crazy how all that stuff's progressed
Yeah.
to what you had to go through then to now. If you want to play a game, you can put on a headset and you're ready, player one.
Yeah. Well, back then, my It was a TNT2, and it was one of the breaking video cards back then.
Yeah.
And it was like 1 megabyte, the card itself, the memory.
Wow.
And now they're into 3600 and stuff like that now.
It's insane.
And your hard drive. I remember when your hard drive was 5 megabytes, and that was top of the line. That was, and that thing cost an arm and a leg. Now you can get these thumb drives that is 32 gigabytes in that little stick.
Yep.
That costs what, $15-16 now. It's crazy.
Speaking of video games, the voice actor Charles Martinet, who's voiced Mario, he announced that he's retiring from that position today.
Oh, really?
Did you see that?
It's might be a Disney thing.
I don't know. I seen it. An article popped up earlier. I didn't look and see the specific reason.
There's a certain person that works for Disney that is rubbing people the wrong way. I'll just leave it at that. And there's a lot of voice actors that are retiring or going somewhere else.
It says he's voiced the voices for Mario and Luigi since 1991.
Dang.
I always thought that was a pretty interesting job. We all do little voice things here and there, but I mean, at what point do you decide that that's going to be your career?
Yeah.
And you get handed the character of Mario, and everybody knows Mario. It's a worldwide thing. You call them a voice actors.
Hey, Lively Prepper. How you been? Well, I hope if you have it, I hope you get rid of it pretty quick. Yeah, I've seen an uptick of it. And I don't know, because what's coming up next year, if that's an issue of why it's coming around all of a sudden, because it wasn't here last year at this time. And winter's coming, so
yeah. We've had a pretty interesting summer for us so far this year.
You've got mail.
Yeah.
I remember that thing.
Man, yep.
Remember they made the movie.
They made a movie, Sleepless in Seattle.
Yeah, where that was a big thing, where they advertised that you've got mail. They were emailing back and forth a lot.
Yep. It's crazy how things change so fast.
Ooh, what are you canning? I'm probably going to go up and to a farm and see if I can get some green beans. But I wanted to wait a few days after I got done with all that tomato stuff. I still have drawers in my refrigerator full of tomatoes. I haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet. I'm
That's
like,
good.
Well, I just went out and got a couple jalapenos and made salsa earlier.
You can
So
salsa.
that's probably what I'll end up doing with it.
Yeah.
Just making a bunch of salsa and stuff.
And
And
you think,
not canning it or anything, just to eat.
I mean, you already know in the long run, just the convenience of having it yourself versus, going to the store and getting it. It's so much
Yeah.
better.
Oh yeah, it's way better. Yeah, I was thinking about it. I already dehydrated some of the skins because if you use a immersion blender thing, when you when you go around a little bit, then you lift it up. They have little holes in the side that all that skins get stuck in there, and you just bang it on a bowl, and you fill up a whole bowl real quick. So you just what skins don't get ground up get stuck in that blender, and then I just stick it up there and dehydrate them, and then grind it up in my coffee grinder.
You get you a good dry powder tomato paste starter.
Yeah.
That's smart.
Oh, beans. Beans is fun.
I love pinto
6
beans.
whole chickens,
Nice.
black eyed peas.
Oh yeah, I love them. Can't go wrong with black eyed peas.
Yeah, TJ, unfortunately,
Definitely.
that bioengineered crap is in most of the stuff in the store now. It used to be just a little bit of, your buns and stuff like that. Now it's like every box you flip over, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
One thing if you don't know, but once you know, you can't unsee it.
Yeah. And the thing is, they don't tell you what it is. It's an ingredient. You don't know what it is. And if you look it up, there's a list of things that it could be.
It's even in potato chips now.
Oh yeah. All the candy bars and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's worse than a GMO. That's the thing. GMO still has a lot of, the original stuff in it.
Yeah.
This bioengineered ingredients,
Synthetic.
like salmon. It's
Jenny, do you know how to can? And I'm not calling you out, nothing like that. But I'm just curious because there's a lot of good YouTube channels out there.
Well, she's just said there's nothing like canning your own salsa.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she was talking. I thought somebody else was telling her that. I apologize.
Oh.
Never mind.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's. I can never can it though because it just gets ate too much. As soon as a couple peppers pop up, jalapenos, I'll go out there, chop them up real quick, and then I got the tomatoes. And I already have cilantro growing. I just go out there and grab a twig or two and chop it up with it.
I know. Ooh.
I like how you said that, a twig or two.
Yeah.
Don't take much, especially if you're growing it yourself. It tastes so much better.
Now, question. I'm trying jalapeno peppers, and I'm sure it can cover a lot of the hot peppers. But are the homegrown peppers hotter than the store-bought peppers?
There's different varieties of jalapenos.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there are some jalapenos that are not hot at all. There are some that are up there with scorpions.
Good God.
Yep.
Yeah. Now, like last year I grew regular jalapenos, the very cheap pack that you get at the dollar store. And then I had some jumbo jalapenos that I got from Haas Tools. And those I kept for jalapeno poppers.
Yeah, they're perfect.
That's all
for
I
that.
use them for. And they're not as hot as the smaller ones.
Okay. I love a good jalapeno popper.
Oh, yeah.
Dude. Wrap that joker in bacon.
Yes, sir. Cream cheese, bacon. Yeah.
That's bad that something as simple as that's turned into a delicacy now.
Yeah, it is. I'll tell you something else I like too. That's mushrooms, like that.
Joe,
Fried mushrooms.
you guys gotten that stuff down there already? I wouldn't think Mexico would have too much of it though.
Wow.
They say 20 to or 15 to 20% soy protein
Mm.
for your salmon or tuna fish.
I have to look into that.
Oh hell, that was one of the first things I made was jerky.
Yeah, I do the same thing. Or I'll make it. Well, when the kids were here, I would stick it up in the cupboard somewhere to hide it, and they already knew when I was making it, so they knew where I hid it.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
go,
now same
I'd
here.
go up
Man.
there and sneak a piece of jerky, and I'm like,
Where's it at?
it's gone.
Oh yeah. Mm.
I see. Me and my wife, we like beef jerky. Okay, I think me more than her. And I've done made 5 batches total, and I don't have not one piece to show for it. It's like my chili beans. You know, I'll cook a pot of chili beans, and all of a sudden, I got family showing up. Oh, good, we just in time. Like they've got built-in sonar. They know when I'm doing this.
Okay, here's my recipe for salsa. You start with the tomatoes, onion, garlic, jalapeno or two, depending how big of a batch I'm making. Cilantro, and then I don't have any lime juice, so I put a little lemon juice in it, and then just mix it up, and that's it. Salsa.
Yep.
You can
Sounds
put salt and
great.
pepper in there too, if you on top of it too. But yeah, garlic has to be in there.
Mm-hmm.
Grace, I'm with you, but it's nice to know how to do it. But the way prices is going up nowadays, I'm beginning. I mean, to do it yourself is better because you know what's in there. You ain't got all these chemicals if you go buy canned stuff.
Yeah, just think if I mean, there might be somebody that's listening right now that hasn't started prepping yet, but just think if you just started and you just thought, oh, I need to start prepping, and you have to go out and start getting the stuff now.
Oh God!
Imagine the prices of the stuff that you have it stored in your house right now. Imagine to replace that.
That's true too.
Oh man,
And I would go one
money.
step. I'd go one step further. Go to yard sales. Look for pressure canners at yard sales. You know.
Well, I'm just talking food. I mean, just
Yeah.
if you had to replace the food that you already have in your preps, imagine the price, because most of the stuff like
Oh.
I've got is 3-4 years old.
Yeah.
Imagine the price of replacing that. Well, look at that stove. I spent $14 for that stove. It's doubled in price.
Well, now it's like I was telling you in the back room before the show. I canned some green beans about 2 years ago, and I popped one of the jars open over the weekend, and they were still good. Don't get me wrong, nothing like that.
Yeah.
That was the best damn green beans I have eaten in years. You know, the wife put a little bit of bacon grease and some ham up in there, and we cooked them. Or it ain't no we to it. She cooked those beans, I know, between 2 and 3 hours. Oh God, yes, they were good.
Hey Jay, do you know if Tin's going live? That way I could send everybody over.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a bean I didn't like.
Mexican jumping beans. I can't eat them.
They're hard to catch.
Yeah, they are. And once you catch them, they're hard to swallow them.
You got where you get a
Interesting.
coupon off? I never get no coupons off for Ollie's.
They're digital now.
Are they really?
Yeah.
Is it that little card that they give you?
Either that or you could go on to, they have on their site and it'll pinpoint the nearest one. And I think you create like a profile or something and it gives you coupons or emails and stuff like that.
Be charming. I don't like any bean. You messing out on a lot, in my opinion.
You don't like, well, everybody likes free fried beans on your burritos and stuff. Okay. Because
She capitalized that too, like she's yelling at us.
Yeah.
oh, they have an app too. Okay.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Because they got some cranberry juice, a pretty good sized cranberry juice. I think I might go down and get some.
You know, the days of Food Line and Piggly Wiggly, them grocery stores like that, they about gone. Looks like I'm going to have to start buying my groceries at Ollie's or a dollar store. And let's face it, Dollar General is just about as expensive as Walmart now.
Not quite.
They on up there.
At least here they're not. Yeah, I already knew about yesterday. Or for Sunday night. I don't know about today though.
Yeah, we hadn't had a Piggly Wiggly here in years, and I think maybe there's only one, maybe two food lines that I could think of. Hell, we don't even have any Bilos anymore. Y'all know what that is.
Yeah. Be charming. I was just trying to be funny. I wasn't trying to be rude about it. I'm sorry if you took it that way.
Let's see. We have Kroger's, Walmart, Save-A-Lot, which I haven't seen. Giant Eagle, I haven't seen that either. IGA we used to have, and they went out of business. Myers, that's not around here either. Gordon Food Service, that's not here either. Market District and a Whole Foods Market and Costco. That's the 12 stores in Ohio. Well, which I didn't see Bueller's in this either. That's weird because we have a Bueller's or Aldi's.
Yeah, we got Aldi's. We used to have a couple Save-A-Lots here, but I hadn't seen one in years.
That is 10 largest grocery store chains in 2023.
Now, wait a minute. Didn't Save-A-Lot, didn't they get bought out by another chain a couple of years back?
No idea.
We had a couple in the area, and I don't know what happened to them. They all closed down and sat empty for a little while. Matter of fact, one of them still empty. The other two, I think they turned them into like an IGA or a KJ's.
Yeah, because I know closest one is in Ramsor, I think. They used to be called Save-A-Lot, and another company bought them out along with one in Graham. Because I done a thing on 101. When I heard about it, I called them up and asked them.
Yeah. Aldi's overseas now don't. This is what I heard. I don't know if it's 100% or anything, but they don't accept money anymore. It's all the card or other things. They don't accept.
Aldi's?
Yep.
I'm gonna have to check that now.
And they got self checkouts too.
Yeah.
Now, I am the type, if that's the only way I can get checked out, I'm pushing my buggy to the side and walking out the door. I don't give a damn what I got in that buggy. I'm
Well,
not.
that's they say in 2030 there will not be a person checkout
I believe it.
Then
in any store. It's all going to be self checkout.
mine's gonna be delivered.
Well, I know two of the biggest gas station chains in this area, which is Circle K and damn, I just forgot the other one. But
Yeah, they
anyway, they're self checkout now.
yeah, and I took my stuff up there to the counter, and they said over there. And I'm like,
Yeah, that's what they told me. That must be
what? What's
that's
over
their
there?
slogan.
And they said you check out over there, and well, I'm right here. We don't do that anymore. You have to go over there, and you put the stuff down, and it scans it.
Yeah.
There's no rubbing it against the thing or anything. It's just you
Nope.
put it up there, and it scans it. And you pay them, and then you bag it yourself if you need a bag.
The only interaction you have is to show your ID.
Oh yeah, I only bought pop and stuff like that.
I hate checkouts, self checkouts. I really do.
Well, that one was kind of cool though, because all you do is set it down and it automatically, I don't know where it comes from or how it scans, or it just it adds it all up and boom, it's right then and there.
Yeah.
I like having somebody to talk to.
Yeah, I don't have Winn-Dixie.
Oh man, I hadn't seen one of those in years. They left
Yeah.
when Piggly Wiggly
They
left.
say they real big.
Yeah, Piggly Wiggly.
They say
they
Winn-Dixie
had
is
that
big.
out here.
Shit, we still got one down here.
Well, Piggly Wiggly got so popular, it's people that just order the shirts online. With a little pig on it.
Yeah.
Now, we used to have Winn-Dixie here in North Carolina,
In Florida.
and they got into a brawl with Food Line. Food Line ended up winning.
Oh, they got one in California too.
Grace Johnson said she lost.
Wow.
Grace Johnson said she lost 6 to 7 pounds by not buying bioengineered foods.
Whew. Oh, that's right. Ugh. I like to put my own additives in there.
Exactly.
That's like yesterday I grilled another pizza on the grill. I made it homemade, dude, and that was the best pizza I've ever had.
Oh, I was thinking about, because I've got that sourdough, and I was going to toss some out, and I was like, wait a minute, I can make this with it. I was thinking about making a pizza.
That'd be a good pizza.
Oh yeah, Woolworths is another one. I don't. Is there still Woolworths?
Let me see.
Maybe one.
I don't know. Carol Z asked a question. Maybe you can answer it. Does ice cream have bioengineered food in it?
A lot of the flavored stuff, like if it has chocolate or caramel and stuff like that, yeah. You just have to look at the box or the container, because they have to tell you now.
As long as pizza has been out, I have yet to have eaten a homemade pizza. I've never eaten. Man,
I
big
love
truth. I wouldn't know how to make one.
That's why I made pizza sauce, because
Mhm.
I would be making some pizza. And it's just spaghetti sauce you let cook longer, so it's a lot thicker.
Mhm.
Hmm.
But it don't. I cook. I don't even fire the oven up. I cook mine right on the grill,
Yeah.
and about 10, 12 minutes, it's done. You know, depending on what all I put on it. If that. And I averaged it out. It cost me less than $10 to make the pizza, and I couldn't have got that anywhere else for $10.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bet you on that one.
I used to have a pizza stone until it was broken.
Oh
Two
wow,
I used to just put it in the oven on a pan now.
those are handy.
Yeah, I miss that stone.
$2 for a pound of shrimp. And I was thinking about having some grilled shrimp this coming payday on a skewer.
Mm.
You inviting Bubba over?
That'd be shrimp on the bobby.
He gonna have to bring his own shrimp.
No, Bubba Gump.
Bubba Gump.
Boiled shrimp,
Shrimp stew,
fried shrimp.
shrimp broth.
Time for me to mute y'all.
We had boiled shrimp. We had shrimp on the bob. We even had shrimp soup. I don't know how they made it, but it was shrimp soup.
Give me thumbs up when he quits.
Okay. Yeah, I worked at a pizza place. I know somebody
Yeah, I
else
did too.
in chat that probably can toss a couple pizzas in the air.
I've done it. Because I'm
It's
like
been a
you, I
while.
want a pizza place also. And they showed me how to do it.
Yeah, I think pizza is one of those foods that's kind of universal. No matter what you like on it, I think most people like a pizza.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Now I like the meat lovers pizza. Throw some mushrooms and pineapple on it. Damn right.
Well, he says meat lovers pizza, and he names two things that isn't meat.
Hey, you got to have some type of dessert to go along with it.
Shoot, yeah.
Even natural intelligence is lacking in our country. What are you trying to tell us, Mr. Boswell?
I think most people would agree that's the general census on what we see and how we interact with people these days.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So,
I used to get that chorizo, not out
chorizo?
here. Yeah,
Oh,
not out
yeah.
here, out west. And make pizza from that.
It's like getting boudin. You got to get the good stuff.
Yeah.
of course.
They a couple places up here sell it, and I've tried it, and I'm like, this is not it. The only time that I've actually got good chorizo here in Ohio is when I made it myself.
Hmm.
And it's not that hard. I just rather buy it from, authentic place than make it.
What if you could make that into jerky?
That's a lot of fat.
Yeah. That's more flavor. Come out like spam.
Oh, God. The only way I can eat spam is fried. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I've
can't
had
eat
it fried.
Harvest Merry Moon is flower bowed.
Some, yeah. It's usually the bread after it's already made, though. That's which I don't kind of get. So Because if you go to the store and you look at the bread, it's
It's on
probably
there.
99% of it's bioengineered. And
Yeah.
it's usually the wheat that's in it. But if you go and look at the flour, it hasn't changed yet. Hey, Tony.
Yeah, I think it's safe to think about everything we touch in our general life has been touched by that.
Yeah.
And Tony, if you wouldn't work all day, you probably make the lives more often.
Mhm.
That's an interesting name.
Our cabin in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put out a really good garden this year.
I'm glad somebody did.
I'm jealous of his garlic and his onions. He did really good.
That's the one thing about a good onion. You
How
just
many
got to wait
cows?
so long.
Yeah, usually for planting, it depends what it is too. Like if I was wanting to grow a big onion, I would do it from seed. And
Yeah.
then you do the little seedlings and stuff, but if you just go get onion sets, they're only going to be about that big
Yeah.
because they're already grown and then halted, and then you plant them again.
I got some I'm gonna definitely plant this fall. Try out.
You're going to do
Couple
some
different-
garlic.
I'm gonna do some onions, garlic, radishes, carrots, a few more things. Those are the main ones for sure.
Harvest Mary wants to know what is the ingredients of bio. Anyone know? Nobody.
There's a list, and that's the thing. There's a list, and it could be any of those things in that list. They don't have to tell you what it is. It's just one of those things. I think. Let me see if I can bring it up.
Bioengineered is basically just a term to describe a specific product or ingredient. And yeah, like you said, it could be anything. It could be the sweetener. It could be the coloring.
I'll be back in a minute.
I know we think a lot about the sugars and the salts and stuff, but like those extra dyes and additives they put in there for sure.
Okay. Let me bring this up. Where's the list? Okay. Alfalfa. Now, these are what these bioengineered ingredients are: alfalfa, apples, granola, corn, cotton, eggplant, papaya, pineapple, potatoes, salmon, soybeans, squash, and sugar beets. And that was a list that was made in 2022 is when it was required for all people who use those things.
Hello, folks. Let's welcome the new member to the channel.
Hey, Greg, thanks for being a member for 25 months. Dang.
Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know until recently that humans could eat alfalfa, like alfalfa sprouts. I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah. And that the one that gets me is the salmon. I did a video about it, how they took the DNA from 3 different fish and combined them. So they're bigger and they grow faster and everything. And it's actually
Superfish.
going to be in Ohio.
I believe it. That's going to be a lot more big fish stories.
Oh yeah. And the thing is, more other things like chicken's supposed to be added to this list. That's what I was looking. I was kind of curious too, because this list is supposed to have been updated, and it's still a year old.
Would it be like several different types of good producing chickens into one? Same way with the fish.
No, it's where they bioengineer it to where they can cross it with a turkey, so it's bigger. Which we already have somewhat of that, but it's at a more higher level.
I'd be willing to bet you've had one. Have you ever had a turducken?
Oh yeah, the thing is, before February 2022,
Here we go.
they allowed that stuff in there and didn't have to tell us. So everybody's ate that stuff.
Yeah.
The thing
Yeah.
is now that they have to put it on the labels.
Exactly.
Did you see where that woman had her son to clean out that turkey, and he pulled the turkey neck out?
Yeah.
Swires up and down. It was not the turkey neck, that it was a male organ.
His tallywhacker.
I
Yeah.
thought it was the gobbler.
Yeah, really. Now, if y'all have not seen that, I would highly suggest try to find it and look at it. You're gonna laugh.
Oh yeah. There's a lot, and Thanksgiving time is when all those videos come out.
It's
It
right
is.
around the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Start think about it. It's almost September already.
There's some places around here that's already starting to put their Halloween stuff out.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
like, man, it ain't even September yet.
Yeah.
They're trying to push it.
whoa!
As soon as school has been in session for a week, the school supplies get moved and Halloween stuff's already at Walmart.
Our Cabin in the Woods states I have 8 15-gallon bags of tomatoes in the freezer now, starting to can them.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey, you need some help? Just break out a couple slices of bread, salt and pepper, and a knife. Oh, and a glass of sweet tea.
It's National Sweet Tea Day, by the way.
Oh, is it really?
Yes, sir. That's what I got in my cup.
That's what I got right here also.
Cheers to you.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
And that's who I'm going to have up sometime this week. Boots and Bounty.
Boots and Bounty.
Yeah. Homestead.
That's a cool name.
Yeah. And she does, and she's been doing this series about the tomatoes, and she's got this big giant roasting thing, electric roaster thing. And she does all of her and I've been looking for one at Goodwill and stuff. Hopefully next year I'll have one, because 5 quarts at a time sucks. I mean, it's a pretty good size pan, but you have to fill it all the way to the top to get the 5 quarts out of it. It's probably a 6 quart, but you have to fill it all the way up the top with tomatoes, and then you start letting them cook up a bit. And that's what I was telling you about Make It Make. She was saying that she done the immersion blender, and the skins were really tough. And that's why I said, I wonder if she did it before they were cooking or after, because I've noticed if you try it beforehand, they are tougher. That's why I let it cook a little bit and keep mixing it, and then I hit it with the immersion blender.
70 plants? Really? The most plants that I planted with tomatoes were 24.
I don't those and I don't understand how I got so many tomatoes off of 2 plants of the aromas. That was crazy. I still can't get over it. 2 5-gallon buckets, and I still have a bunch out there that's ready to come back in again.
You
That's
better
good.
get to picking. You got a lot of
I don't
sauce.
want a can anymore.
You got a lot of sauce. You got a can.
Yeah, and
Do
that's
you-
the thing. I got that one pan, and I put the tomatoes in there, and then once you get it all ground up and you put all your onions and your spices and garlic in there, and then you got to let it cook for an hour to 2 hours, unless you just want sauce or
Me, I'm wanting to can corn this year. You know, which I know is about gone, but
oh, there it's all over the place.
yeah, I ain't talking about field corn.
uh,
There is a difference.
no, it's food banks are like the grocery stores now. It has to be federally. The FDA has to approve it and all that crap.
Yeah.
And they'd probably get me for something if I donated it. I wouldn't mind. I have out in front of my house. I have a table. Well, it's a bookshelf thing, and I've got cucumbers in there and tomatoes, and the neighborhood has probably taken about 20 pounds of tomatoes.
Dude, I'm backing my car up to that.
Cucumbers. I think everybody got sick of cucumbers too, because yeah,
Big
Yeah.
Charlie says, how about a soup line?
you can't do that stuff.
No,
It'd be nice to do, but you just can't do that stuff.
it's like having a lemonade stand now is frowned upon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been giving them to neighbors and stuff. Like I said, I put them out there, and I'll probably end up making another batch. If I find a food mill cheap enough, I'll probably make some ketchup or barbecue sauce next, and can.
That'd be good.
They said when ketchup first hit the market, it was white ketchup.
Why would it be white?
That when they first started bottling ketchup, it was white. It was not red.
Why would it be white though?
Hell if I know. I'm just telling you what I saw.
Maybe the bottle, but I don't see how the ketchup would be, because unless they pick the tomatoes green.
Well, I mean, it's what I saw.
I don't know. That's weird.
I started some lemon cucumbers. They are going to be round like a ball. As long as you don't get them mixed up with watermelon, you'll be fine.
Those are actually pretty good. They're really good in salads. A cucumber salad.
Lemon cucumbers? I never heard of one.
They don't really taste like lemon, but they got kind of a taste to them. But
Cabin in the Woods wants to know, are you still part of the Global Gardening Homesteading?
yeah, and I'm actually over 400 pounds
Damn.
for the year. I was shooting for the 5 because I thought actually I was going to get at least a good bit of potatoes, but I ended up getting a bunch of little
No.
plum tomatoes that I didn't realize that they were still good. I ate them, but
I want
yeah,
to
you can find it around.
do some Buckeye candy. this year.
Oh yeah.
I've never had that.
Oh, I,
Closest I've come was a Reese's cup.
I can give you a recipe because I unfortunately make them all the time for Christmas.
Do you?
Yeah. Mm.
Text it to me. I'll save it.
I love it.
And it's just time consuming because once you make the peanut butter stuff, you stick toothpicks in them and then put them in the freezer,
Yeah.
and then you get your chocolate going and dip them in there.
Now I'll tell you something. Mama, before she got bad off, every year she used to make chocolate covered cherries and mint patties, and it was something else. Trust me. The last big batch of chocolate covered cherries she made something like 30 dozen chocolate covered cherries. And within 2 days, they were gone. I mean, she was giving them out to family and friends. And I mean, I've got her recipe on how to do it. Me and Dixie, we was talking about doing some this year.
Yeah, just do small batches.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not making that. I ain't gonna make that many. My God, I won't be able to get out the door if I did. If I made that many.
Harvest, everybody's over here. Probably. I don't know how many's over at Jeff's chat.
I don't know either.
Harvest says, I don't see anybody in chat.
B. Charmer says, okay, you got to read the history of ketchup. Holy moly, it's gross, weird. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that I
would believe that.
Yeah, I just seen that. It was like a white sauce base with like anchovies and some other stuff ground up.
Yeah. Thank you, Watt.
10-4. It's like the Alabama white sauce. You ever seen that? The white Alabama white sauce chicken?
No.
I've never tried it. They say it's good. I think it's like a mayonnaise-based sauce.
B. Charming, I was not paying attention. And about 10 minutes to 10, I happened to look up and saw that I could stream this to mine also. And that's what happened. Wait a minute. B. Charming, are you trying to tell me that ketchup was made with oysters at one time? Or are you talking about something else?
Could be.
Well, look what Worcester sauce is made from.
Now, don't get me wrong. I like oysters. Okay. But there's one type of oyster I've never tried that I would like to try. And that is steamed oysters. I've never tried that.
I thought you was going to say mountain oyster.
I'll smack you for that one.
I was really expecting that one. Oh yeah.
A mountain oyster is not an oyster.
But I love oysters. Yeah, any way you can do them.
Except for in the mountains.
Yeah.
Some good smoked oysters on the grill. That's real good.
Smoked oysters, I love. Yeah.
Mr. Boswell says raw oysters and clams are easy to swallow. Have you ever tried any mountain oysters?
Interesting.
I'm gonna leave that one alone before I get into hot water. I guarantee you, if you do, you won't do but one.
I don't think I've ever had any seafood or anything like that I didn't like.
I'm gonna be straight up.
A school of sharks.
You're gonna leave it.
I bet you won't like those. He said he's never seen seafood that he doesn't like.
I make some shark fin soup.
a school of sharks, and you're the only one in the water.
Oh, they'd get me. I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't even fake it like I had a chance.
Oh,
I'd
Mr.
pass out before they got me.
Boswell says no mountain oysters. About the only thing I've not tried, and for the simple fact is it cost a whole lot, and I don't know if I would like it. That was damn the claws.
Crab?
Damn it. Yeah.
King crab?
Oh, you don't
King
like crab?
I don't know if I would like it or not, and I'm not going to spend that much money. Come to find out that I don't like it.
Oh, that
Have you ever had crab?
butter.
No.
Just dip that meat in the butter. Oh,
I don't know what to compare it to, really.
Please don't say chicken.
No, I was going to say a really good shrimp, but I don't even think that would be a good comparison.
it's
Really?
a tender shrimp, maybe.
Yeah, tender shrimp.
Because it's well, if it's cooked right, if it's not overdone, it's
Yeah.
real tender.
If they overcooked them, they pretty much ruined them.
Yeah.
But how? Well, like I said, I've never had none. How would I know if they're overcooked or not?
Okay. What the heck? Watermelon bun with hamburger and ketchup on top of the watermelon.
Dude, you might as well just go on and leave the room.
Oh,
There you go.
I don't know about that. Well, you can't say it wouldn't be a juicy burger.
Yeah,
Man, you
couldn't
go.
say that.
I have been known to eat some off the wall foods, but that right there,
I would try it. I don't know about. I'd want my own ketchup though, especially what B. Charman's ingredients up there. She was talking about ketchup.
I know
Which
grilling.
ketchup now is kind of gross.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Go on down. And dill pickle cotton candy.
Nah, oh man, that just about threw up in my mouth.
Dill pickle cotton candy.
I know it's a winner, but it ain't a winner for me.
You know, I would try that one.
If I find some, I'm sending you some.
I might would try that.
Oh, scallops is good. Oh man.
I love scallops now.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
If they're true scallops.
Fried in bacon grease.
There you go.
Now, Canadian ketchup has different rules than the U.S.
Yeah,
Probably half the sugar.
the additives.
Sweetener, I should say. It's not sugar, it's corn syrup.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to look for that. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna have to look for that. Joe, what state are you in to begin with?
What's that?
Dill pickle cotton candy.
Let me see. I'm gonna Google it. Let's see what they got.
Google it up.
Oh,
That's the third time he's done mentioned dill pickle cotton candy. And it sounds like to me, the more he's mentioning it, the more my mouth is watering to try some. And it'd probably be one of them ordeals I'll puke after I try.
They got it. Oh, they got it.
Have it really?
You can get it.
Were you trying to steak? Or are you really saying steak? Skate.
Sometimes they cut.
To
No,
fool
it's the animal, the skate. They stamp it out and as artificial scallops.
Oh,
Okay.
It's like what do you call them? Like the rays, the devil rays, or what do they call them?
Stingrays?
Yeah.
I used to be able to tell the difference between real scallops and, let's say, fake scallops. Now I don't think I can do it.
But they look real. Yeah.
Now I have tried to dill pickle Lay's chips, and yeah, they are pretty good.
It says you can get dill pickled flavored cotton candy at your Wally World.
They stamp the wings of stingrays too.
Yep. They take
They-
the little round hole puncher and punch out the cartilage as imitation scallops.
Wow.
Yep. It was some of your big eateries that got caught up a couple years back doing that.
Huh.
Remember when the sub place was using something that wasn't tuna, and stuff like that?
Yeah.
During that whole ordeal. Come to find out, the lobster wasn't even lobster. Believe that one, huh?
Well, they have they name it imitation crab.
Yeah.
I got an argument with somebody telling me that it's really crab. And I said, why would they label it imitation? No, that's the name of it. Like, no, it's not. Read the ingredients. It even tells you it's some kind of fish. Yeah, fish. Crab is a fish.
Well,
They don't
now,
even know what imitation means.
now, years ago, before I really even started realizing just about everything was fake, I would go in the grocery store and I'd buy a pack of the imitation crab meat. I'd be going down the road in the truck, reach over there and just start eating them.
It's still
like
fish, but
Yeah.
it's not crab.
I mean, to me, it's got a better taste to it raw. Well, I mean, it's already been cooked.
yeah,
but
it's already cooked.
If you take it home and cook it again, it loses. It ain't as good as it would be if it was coming right out of the pack.
Yeah, harvest. If people don't know it's not scallops, why not sell stingray circles or whatever you want to call them?
It's less marketable.
Yeah, but if they can't tell the difference in it,
Yeah,
hell, let's eat the stingray. They're cheaper.
Yeah.
it may be cheaper, but the people collecting the money from it, they've got the
Well, I understand
price.
the tricking the people, yeah, but I mean, if it's cheaper and it tastes the same, I would go for the cheaper thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
If you
oh, yeah,
can't tell the
definitely.
difference from it.
Now, please,
Hey, Backwoods.
Wild Edible says my scallops just said scallops, no additives from India.
Huh.
I didn't think India had scallops over there. I mean, access to it.
I don't know. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Just don't charge the big price, and if they can't tell, I'll go. That's like, remember when chicken wings were really cheap until they came out with buffalo wings, and then that went way high.
Those poor damn buffaloes. Now they can't fly because they run around taking the wings off of them. That is flat out inhumane of them people.
Completely ludicrous. It's
Ain't it
ludicrous.
That's about like knocking horns off a unicorn and calling it a horse.
Yeah, it is good in a salad. Crab
Love a
salad.
good crab
even though
salad.
it's not- Yeah.
Need to get my mom's recipe. She always made a good one.
Yeah, but it's come back, imitation, not real, but yet they charging the full price as it would be if it was real.
Yeah, that is a good possibility because that happens quite a bit.
Yeah, it's the processing or wait stop. But so everything's like that. Even diamonds, you can buy the real natural thing, which costs more. You can get the lab grown.
Joe, I'm not eating squid. Calamar, you hang that shit
Yeah,
up.
It's
I like
good
it
if it's
fried.
cooked right.
Yeah,
It may be good for some people. Okay.
If not, it's like chewing on a inner tube.
yeah.
And I've had it done both ways, so I know the difference. And it's if you get where it's deep fried and stuff, oh, it's good.
Oh yeah. But it's like anything. If you have a bad experience with it or it wasn't cooked right, it'll totally turn you off.
Yeah.
Well, let me back up and say this right here. If I eat it, or if I'm fixing to eat it in the future, don't tell me what it is.
Tony, no, I don't have the space for it. I can't even have chickens for that matter. I do get rabbits. I have rabbits. I have rabbits in the freezer. That's all I can say about it because a lot of people get mad at me for eating my rabbits that they think are my pets, but they're my fertilizer and meat.
Big Charmin, I've had gator bites. I don't know if that would be the same thing as gator tail or not.
Gator tail.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's usually the
Same
backstrap
thing.
and the tail.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Bunny balls.
But now, yeah. But if gator is done right, that's some good meat.
And I've had gator and enjoyed it. I've even heard about some parts where there's like a high iguana population. They'll process them and do them like they would a gator.
Oh yeah, that's the
Really?
and like I said, if it's good or if it's done right.
I would try it. I mean, I've tried gator. Same concept almost.
Have you had alligator gar?
I haven't, no.
Okay. They say it's
I've not neither.
pretty much
I
the
might-
same. It's harder to clean though.
I've seen videos on it. Yeah, it's tough.
With a
Yeah.
hatchet.
Yeah, with a hatchet. Yeah, they say it's tough to process one.
Yeah.
Mr. Boswell, you have a good evening, sir.
But like you said, if it's cooked, processed, and handled right, I'll try it once.
Oh yeah.
I've never eaten goat, but I would try it.
Oh, I've ate
lamb.
goat and it now. If it's cooked slow, that's some of the best meat you'll eat.
I can
Oh,
imagine.
When I lived in Tucson, we used to go down to Mexico and get goat. It was tacos and whatnot. It was good.
Now, I've ate goat stew. I've never had barbecue goat, and that's something I'd like to try.
Is it more like a beef or is it more like a chicken meat? More like beef, more.
Wheat.
More in like a mixture of pork and beef,
I got you.
I would say.
Well, like the wife said, if it's done right, it's got a sweet taste to it. or
Yeah.
what we ate did. I'll put it
Gotcha.
like that.
But it was ghosting.
Yeah.
Hey, Storms and Radio.
Yeah, we ate goat stew by accident. But
By accident.
yeah, man. All right. What was it? Brian, he's our oldest. He was probably about 5 years old at the time. Okay. Every weekend we brought him down to see mom and daddy. We stayed with them. And they raised chickens. Okay. So we walked in the house and there is a huge damn stock pot of soup on the stove. The hell, me and the wife, we grab us a bowl and we dig in. And it's one of those foods, the more you eat, the more you want. Okay, and that's just how good it was. Daddy walks in the house and asks us, hey, you like that goat stew? Me, I say it's good. Next thing I know, the wife's in the bathroom. All right. And I asked Pop, I said, are you for real? Is this really goat stew? He said, yeah.
So
I got up and got another bowl of it.
They 3 bowls.
Yeah. I've had rattlesnake. I haven't had a rattlesnake or a snake burger though. I've had lamb. Yeah, lambs.
If anybody,
You get lamb chops and whatnot.
if anybody runs across a rattler from a rattlesnake, mail it to me.
All right.
Or I don't know if you can or not. Be truthful about it.
Really?
I'll send you a birthday card. How about that?
Hey, that'd be excellent as long as it's got
Remember-
the rattler in it.
I don't think they can have them no more, but I remember as a kid, like at the VFWs and some places, they'd have these big events called a Beast Feast. And they would have all type of stuff from bear, quail, chicken. I think there was snake on there before, just all type of exotic meats and stuff. They had regular food, but
Yeah.
hence the name Beast Feast.
Well, now we lived in Lexington, North Carolina, quite a few years back, and a restaurant had just opened up. They served. It was I'm gonna say exotic animal meat. They had elk, bear, stuff like that right there. And I was wanting so bad to go up there and try some of their stuff. Buffalo.
Them lamb chops are going to taste good.
Never had buffalo. I'd like to try it though.
Oh, that's good. That's really good.
Wild edible.
I've had it a good bit when I was out west because it's more common there.
I've had an elk. I like elk.
I've had a steak that was this big and that thick.
Hell
Good.
yeah.
Buffalo. Oh man, that thing was so good. It was on
It's my type of steak.
right on the fire. And then I had it in Ohio, and I actually got food poisoning from it.
Mm.
Yeah, Texas Roadhouse or some steak place here in Columbus, and I was like, finally got a night out without the kids and everything. Went out and I got food poisoning.
Oh man, that's the worst.
Now, it's been a few years since I've ate at Texas Roadhouse, but the main reason I went there was for the seasoning that they put on their steaks. And here recently, I was told they don't put the seasoning on the steaks no more because somebody got sick and sued them. And ever since then, they quit doing that.
So
If that's the case, y'all need to shut down and go somewhere else.
yeah, Buffalo burger is good. Make a good
Mm.
burger out of it. Only thing is, when it's ground up, you want some
Fat.
pig fat in there,
Hmm.
like bacon.
Really?
Imagine
Yeah,
he
'cause
has a pretty
it's-
lean meat,
Yeah, it's real lean.
Hmm.
about like deer meat. You want to add some fat to it when you cook it up.
Yeah,
Well, yeah.
yeah. I've had bear too.
Ah,
You don't really need
bushcraft.
much fat with that though, because it's got a lot of fat in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can buy buffalo burger meat in the grocery stores. Really?
sometimes when I did that what you call it, that thing,
Probably
the
can
box
order
thing I was doing, they had buffalo meat there. It is way too expensive though.
Mm.
Oh, what the heck was the name of that damn company now? Can't remember.
Bushcraft is going on 11:30.
Yeah, 4 hours already on this line. Kind of went wonky on it, didn't we?
Well, I will say this right here. We had a good stream tonight. I mean, we
Yeah.
covered from A to Z and back to D probably.
Yeah,
And it was, I can't say this too often, but it got to be one of the better streams that I've been on in a long time.
yeah. We covered quite a bit.
We did.
Winger to canning to gardening to more
Yeah.
canning. And now we're stuck on food.
Buffalo wings.
Yeah, I need to go make me a poor man's steak sandwich.
Like a bologna sandwich.
Yeah.
A bologna sandwich.
Yep,
There you
exactly.
The round steak.
So, oh,
So my granddaddy would say, well, your stomach, when it gets full, it don't know if it had bologna or it had steak. It just knows it's full.
Another
Yeah.
one canning salsa. That's the second person's canning salsa today.
That's good.
Kiddo with Jess is in the house. Well, hello, lady.
Hey, Jess.
No, she's coming in when we fixing to go out. She must have just woke up.
She probably still canning. She was canning tomatoes. I stopped in for a few minutes, but I didn't want to see any more canning than tomatoes.
Oh, come
Yeah.
on.
I was canning all freaking day because I only had that one little pot. So every time, and I had to let it set and cook and simmer for 2 hours, depending what I was making, and then put it in a can. Then I would can it. And while those were canning, I would get another batch going. Oh, but I need to go get more jars too.
Walmart, Wally World. Oh, look,
No,
question
Roll King.
for y'all. Okay. We ain't got no Rural King down here, so that's out of the question. So I'm saying Walmart. Now, when I go to Walmart and buy canning jars, I get 12, regardless what size they are. But yet, when I go to Dollar Tree not Dollar Tree, but Dollar General, you only get 6 for the same cotton picking price as Walmart sells 12 for. What's the deal with that?
Are they ball?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't see them. The only place you get them here is Rural King, Tractor Supply, and Walmart. Nobody else has them.
I mean, the quarts, the pints, and I've not seen the 2-ounce ones. That's
I still have to do the bread. I've got the jars for the bread too.
oh, really?
Yeah, I want to do at least 6 bread.
Now I bet I've got 8
That's interesting
Jason
for sure.
cars out there in the building, but they ain't going nowhere. You know.
Yeah.
But I mean,
And I've
I
got the little half pint ones too for jellies and stuff.
that's what I want. Is I want the 2 or the 4 ounce candy jars with jellies and jams, because I've got one.
Big Lots?
Yeah,
They didn't
Yeah,
have
I
them in
think-
Big Lots.
yeah.
I was just there today.
Yeah, I think they do have them at Big Lots
Oh, 'cause-
sometimes.
I've got a bunch of goodies for real cheap.
man, don't even go there. We done had this discussion before the show.
I can't say I've ever seen them at Ollie's.
See, $1.25 for a big thing of cashews and pumpkin seeds and cranberries and all that good stuff.
Oh, that's a good mix.
And I got my son a bag of pistachios, 3-pound bag for $1.25.
Check
Wow.
this. I asked him why the hell didn't he clean them out?
Man,
Well,
where was that at?
Big Lots.
I had to check my local Big Lots.
Yeah. Well, you have to go to the clearance section.
Yeah,
That's all right. When I walk in Big Lots, before it's over with, I'm corner to corner.
Make sure they're on clearance too. So I'm trying to put stuff out there if it's not on clearance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And they must have been a lazy stalker or something, because there was a cart sitting right next to it. They had all the markdowns and everything in there. And I'm like picking the stuff out of there before they got it up on the shelf.
Sure.
I came up there and I saw, I about got all your clearance stuff cleared out.
yeah.
What gets me is, the carts that they pull out of the stock room and put on the floor to put on the shelves. I'll be over there on the shelves looking for a certain item. And if I see it on that cart, hey,
Yeah.
guess what? I'll grab it off the cart,
Oh yeah.
But now I'm not going to just go over there and grab it and, you touch something, the rest of it's going to fall.
No.
I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
It's
Like doing turnover.
it's a bread that you can. It's probably not,
Safe.
yeah, what they call safe, but you make up the mixture and everything, you put it in the jar and you actually bake it in the jar, and then you seal it up like you would normally, and then you can it.
Rebel canning.
Yeah.
How long does something like that last under normal circumstances?
It's supposed to last like normal stuff in the can. Well, they say 18 months.
Well, they have to say that.
That's what Ball says on their
Yeah.
jars.
Now, do you have to, if you can bread in a jar, does it have to stay in the dark place to keep it away from the sunlight?
That's with everything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sun will, and heat.
Yep.
Anything that's over, well, some things at 62, but it's usually 68 degrees. If you put it under your sink and everything, and it gets over 68 degrees, it can actually go bad. Or
Really?
Or it goes. If it's in the sun, it can actually go foggy inside the jars.
Yeah.
When you get something that looks like real cloudy water and stuff.
Okay.
It's because it got too hot or it was exposed to the sun too long.
I got you.
Yeah.
B. Charmer says she's bought it before, but she's never made none.
Yeah, I've not done it before either. And the thing is, it's hard to find the jars for it, because you don't want the regular ones, because when it gets baked inside there, you can't very well, get it out of there.
That's
So
what I was
the-
wondering. How you get the bread out?
So you get the jars that don't have a lip on them, and they just come straight out.
So you
Gotcha.
want wide mouth jars to do it with.
No, not wide mouth. Wide mouth still has a lip. It has that lip right here, like that.
Okay.
You want straight
Yeah.
like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not like a gallon jar or something like that, the way it's made.
No, it's not. It's not a gallon. It's well, there it is.
Like a straight neck. There you go. Straight sided.
Sided
Okay.
jars.
Okay.
And
I cannot say as I've ever seen or heard of them.
they're well, a lot of times you'll find like asparagus and things like that. They'll can asparagus that way. They just slide right out.
Okay.
Pickles are like that too.
Yeah. I try to save all my jars I get like that when I do buy something and it's glass.
Yeah, and I got them at Roll King because they have all different ones. They got the fancy jelly ones that have designs on the side.
All right.
I think they're called old fashioned jars or something like that.
Huh.
Damn. So the nearest rural king to me is in North Carolina.
Are you serious? Where we're at in North Carolina?
Morganton, North Carolina.
That's at the coast.
That's got to be because it's right next door to a Chick-fil-A. There you go.
Because I've never seen one here.
And you should go to the website and see the stuff that you can order and pick up there. No shipping.
Do they ship it to your house?
No.
Well, it ain't no way I can order nothing then.
Well, you can order it and pick it up there.
I'm not going no 4 hours just to pick up a couple of things or a few things.
It takes you 4 hours to get across your state.
It takes longer than that. I'm center of my state. It take me 3.5 hours to go to the coast, and depending if there is no highway patrolman, maybe less. And it takes about 2.5 hours to go to the mountains.
What's your speed limit there?
Legally or illegally?
Well, legally, what's on your signs?
Biggest part of it is 60, 65. And
Oh.
there are a very few,
70s.
that are 70s.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm talking about, depending on what the highway patrol is.
Yeah.
Says it'll take me 3.5 hours to get up there.
See how is it? He's way down the bottom of Georgia.
No, he ain't.
Oh, I thought you were at the bottom of Georgia.
No, I'm
No.
right on the central Savannah River area. I'm right on the Savannah River border right here with Carolina.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
South Carolina border.
Oh, okay. I thought you were down in the south part.
Now, he can hit I-95, and it's a straight shot to Morgan.
When you look at the line of Georgia that touches South Carolina, I'm pretty much like right in the middle of that line. But yeah, it'd be a pretty much almost a straight shot for me.
Yeah. Now, me, I got to make quite a few turns.
Well, it's better to have it than not have it and want it.
Exactly. That's for sure. We used to come up through that area of North Carolina. Well, not that particular area, but back when we used to go up the Mount Airy and in some parts of Virginia a lot.
Yeah. Now, I want to say if you went up to Mount Airy, you probably hit I-77. Now, Mount Airy is in Stokes County, if I remember correctly. What the
Think
hell?
so.
Yeah, if you can find those. Unfortunately, I had a bunch of jars, but moving up here and everything into this place, I left a bunch of that stuff behind.
Now, when
Kicking myself in the butt now that I need jars.
now
Yeah.
rubber seals, that's the red rubber seals. Am I correct? That
Yeah.
that ball had. Every one I've got them. If it's the same ones I'm thinking. Now, what is it? Four jars?
There's the reusable ones too.
Yeah.
Now I have reused some of mine, but
No, it's actually reusable. The lid itself is usually ceramic or glass,
oh,
and then
okay.
it has a little rubber seal that you screw on there. Well, you put the rubber seal, and then you put the little lid thing on there, and then you put the ring, and it holds it down.
I know what you're talking about now. No, I don't have that type.
Yeah, those are expensive.
Yeah.
Vester Dillon is in Southwest Virginia and can drive to Myrtle Beach in a little over 5 hours. That sounds about right.
And you can't make it in 4 hours?
Well, my wife's with me.
Take me a little over 3.5 hours to get to Myrtle.
And she's that type. Ain't you going a little bit too fast? And I'm only doing 5 miles an hour over. Ain't you going too fast?
Sometimes.
Virginia's awful popular now all of a sudden since their Oliver guy.
What now?
Oliver?
Oh,
We did
yeah, yeah. The
We did
singer.
a stream about him.
Oh, yeah. There's some
Remember-
beautiful spots up there for sure.
Richmond. Well, it's kind of odd because all of a sudden I'm getting a lot of ads for property and stuff in West Virginia.
Huh.
I think my
A lot.
opinion, I mean, I know it's probably a poor state considering, but I think I wouldn't mind living up there in West Virginia.
Yeah, I'm.
Up there in the holler.
Some
Yeah.
of those places are really nice. Is an abandoned house, had the well and septic and everything on there. 49 acres for $26,000.
Good
Mm.
God. You
Wow.
ain't
Oh, it's really tempting.
I'm wanting to try 4-jar lids and see just how good they are. But I mean, I love the mountains. I always have. And for me to move to the mountain, like in a hollow or something like that, yeah, I would try it.
Yeah, how many?
Huh? No,
Well,
like I
very
say,
much.
bye.
Oh, really? Yeah, I've been to West Virginia many a times. The last time, geez, that's been a while. I haven't.
I've never been through
I
that.
think 1991 was the last time I was there, and I actually got in and seen AC/DC at Charleston, and I had probably a good $400 or $500 in AC/DC dollars, and afterwards we went out to the bars and stuff, and I drank free in them bars for a whole week because I gave them $1, one ACDC dollar. And I bet you if you go down to those bars, if they're still there, they'll have them up there on because I went back the next day and they had them framed. Well, a couple of them had them framed and put on their wall.
Darn.
Huh.
It's ACDC.
Oh wow! I just looked that up. That's pretty cool. That was the actual thing.
Yeah,
Yeah. Wow.
I still have 2 left.
Hold on to them.
Yeah.
Out.
Yeah, it's about that time. We keep saying this. It's for over 4.5 hours. Yeah.
We done gone that far.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to do the live tomorrow or not. They haven't got back to me. She said she's all for it, but she has to ask the hubby.
Well, it's like this. If
So,
we add tomorrow night,
If anything, I'll just have it Friday because they go to church on Wednesday. So Wednesday's out. And I said, that's fine. Church comes first.
yep, exactly.
And I said, we'll either have it Tuesday or if anything, we'll have it Friday.
There you go.
And I'm jealous because she has a big roaster that she does her tomatoes in. Anyways, and we'll be here or over at Jeff's on Thursday.
Yeah. Now, next week.
Yeah.
Uh,
Don't say anything, Jeff.
Okay.
It's a surprise, everybody out there, but you'll figure it out when the time comes. But want to thank everybody for hanging out with us tonight, even though we kind of went overboard, but
Just a little bit.
it was a good conversation with chat, though.
It was.
Yeah.
This is the type of streams I like.
Yeah. I think those are the best when you sit there and talk with chat and stuff. Cause I don't get that much whenever I'm doing interviews because I'm focused on getting the interview with the person, and then toward the end, if they're not too chatty, then I'll open it up to questions and stuff. But sometimes they go. But we will see you. If anything, we'll see you Thursday.
All right.
You guys have a good night, and
Hi, everybody.
catch you on the next one.
Yep.